Hi, welcome to Echoes from the Quiet Corner, where we unravel timeless stories and ask what they reveal about the world we are building today. In this episode, we travel from Dickens' smoky factories to Vonnegut's automated future, from the cries of the Luddites to the silent hum of AI servers. It's a journey through centuries of hope and fear, all circling one question. When machines take over our work, what remains of us? Or, in other words, what happens to us when work no longer needs us? Stay with me and let's listen to the echoes. In 1854, Charles Dickens wrote Hard Times, his shortest novel, but arguably his most urgent. Set in Coketown, a grim industrial town where chimneys blot out the sun, Dickens describes workers as hands, nameless, interchangeable, valued only for output. He opens with Mr. Gradgrind, a schoolmaster who declares, "Now, what I want is facts. Teach these boys and girls nothing but facts." This isn't just about schooling, it's a world view. Dickens saw how industrialization was stripping imagination, empathy, and humanity from society, turning people into cogs. Fast forward 170 years when we talk about algorithmic workplaces, warehouse workers monitored by AI, or content creators scored by metrics. Dickens' warning feels eerily familiar. 40 years before Hard Times, the Luddites rose up in England's textile towns. Popular history calls them anti-technology. The truth? They weren't afraid of machines. They were afraid of being erased by them. These were skilled artisans, generations of weavers, suddenly replaced by mechanical looms. Their wages plummeted, their craft devalued. They begged factory owners for fairness. When ignored, they smashed the frames. The government's response? Brutal. Machine breaking became a capital crime. Dozens were even hanged. Why does this matter today? Because every new technological leap, from looms to AI, reignites the same question: who benefits and who gets left behind? Fast forward to 1952. Kurt Vonnegut publishes Player Piano, a novel about a future where machines do all the work and humans do nothing. At first glance, it sounds like paradise. No drudgery, no 9 to 5 grind, but Vonnegut flips the script. Without work, people lose purpose. Skilled engineers are reduced to spectators. Meaning evaporates. The main business of humanity is to do nothing and do it well. Sound familiar? Today's AI debates echo Vonnegut's fear. Not just can AI take our jobs, but what happens to our identity when it does? Even earlier in 1909, E.M. Forster imagined something startlingly modern in The Machine Stops, a world where humanity lives underground, totally dependent on a global machine for survival, communication, even thought. The machine runs everything until it doesn't. When it fails, society collapses. You talk as if a god had made the machine, but the machine is much, much more than that, he says. This century-old story warns of overdependence, chillingly relevant in an era where a few companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Meta control infrastructure we can barely imagine living without. And in 1920, Carol Čapek coined the word robot in his play R.U.R. Rossum's Universal Robots. Robots built for labor eventually revolt, wiping out humanity. It's less about machines and more about exploitation. A cautionary tale about treating sentient workers, human or otherwise, as expendable. You will work, you will build, you will learn. The fear that we will repeat the cycle, seeing AI as cheap labor rather than designing it to uplift us. Jump to 2025. The machines aren't looms or pianos. They are large language models, image generators, autonomous agents. They write, draw, code, diagnose, sing. The panic, familiar but faster. Frey and Osborne warned 47% of US jobs at risk of automation. IMF, International Monetary Fund, says 60% of jobs in advanced economies could be exposed to AI. McKinsey projects up to 800 million workers may need to switch occupations by 2030. The numbers are staggering, but the deeper question is psychological. If AI takes over work, what happens to meaning? Recent research highlights a core issue. Past tech revolutions like electricity gave workers decades to adapt. AI is evolving in months, if not weeks. Reskilling systems from community colleges to corporate training move too slowly to keep up. Policy thinkers warn, without proactive investment in reskilling and lifelong learning, AI won't just displace jobs, it will amplify inequality. Yet, optimism lingers. If done right, AI could automate drudgery and free humans for creativity, care, and connection, things no algorithm truly understands. From the Luddites' looms to Dickens' Corktown, from Vonnegut's idle engineers to Forster's failing machine, the question is always the same. Do we control the machine or does the machine control us? As AI reshapes work faster than any revolution before it, we stand at a fork in history. Will we repeat the mistakes of the past, treating humans as hands and progress as inevitable? Or will we write a new chapter where technology serves dignity, not just efficiency? The future of work isn't just about jobs. It's about what kind of humans we choose to be. What is the use of a man having the best education if he's incapable of appreciating the feelings of others? Dickens asked this in 1854. Today, as machines grow ever smarter, the question remains, what good is intelligence, human or artificial, if it forgets the heart? Machines may shape our work, but only we can shape what it means to be human. That's all for today. Until next time, may your quiet corners be rich with echoes that know how to listen, as always. Bye.